So anxiety is a tricky emotion. And a lot of times what we do with any negative emotions is we just want to get out, which is understandable, right? Your body, your heart are just flooded with yuck. And so it makes sense that we want to run. But if you were to think of anxiety as being chased by a dog, so let's say you're running because you feel like this big, scary bulldog is about to eat me and attack. Well, what happens if you run from a dog? It chases you. And the harder you run, the more that it chases you. So, one of the harder things with anxiety is actually learning to stress tolerance. And if this is a struggle for you, then to have compassion on yourself, because on a body based level, you probably didn't learn it when you were young. You literally need a calm, regulated adult to come around you. Their body state is not in one of threat, where they're just calm. They're not angry about your emotions. They're not punishing them. So just a sense of calm. On a body-based level, they teach you it's okay to feel that, and I'm with you. Connection in anxiety is what you need to make it tolerable. If your body doesn't have that, it's kind of like you're trying to get a muscle memory that um, you have no ability to get. I like to think of kind of horseback riding. I remember when I first started really taking lessons, it was actually a lot harder than I thought. And I had a lot more riding experience than the average person at the time as well. But I left that barn in tears more than I was happy for 2 years. But I remember when I finally started to get the muscle memory of body balance when riding in the saddle, and how a horse, if they did something unexpected, I was able to get back to that state because I now had the muscle memory of what a balanced position felt like. And then after that, then comes all more of the finesse with riding. And I think emotions are like that. If you never learn the muscle memory of how to feel your pain and get comfort inside, then your body naturally tries to get out of it. There's a reason why we have so many medications for physical and emotional pain, because we have no ability to tolerate. um, so going back to the dog analogy, if you are running from that dog, what actually happens, in real life, if you turn and you face the dog, sometimes you find out it is a big scary dog that wants to bite you, and you might have to go get help. You might have to get more equipment, or do different protective measures to keep yourself safe. But when you face it, the dog stops chasing. And that's a lot with emotions, actually turning and facing it. And sometimes, instead of a big, scary, rabid, stereotypical pit bull, which they're not all like that, and I know that, but sometimes instead, you actually see a little chihuahua. It's like a little ankle biter that you know is not going to destroy you. And sometimes then when you face the anxiety, you're like, oh, okay, I can cope with that. So next time you're feeling anxiety, there's a jittery energy sometimes, there's a flight, you're going into your phone, you're doing different sorts of things to kind of escape it. Instead, pause, take a breath, see if you can calm your body. You often have to calm your state before your mind and emotions are going to follow. And then see, what is it that I need to cope with? And coping skills, I think a lot of times people think are they basically use it as another form of pain avoidance. You're not supposed to cope your way into more pain avoidance. The goal is to use a coping skill to bring the emotion down enough that you can sit with it, explore it, see what does your heart need, some kindness, some validation, some comfort, some soothing. You want to resolve the emotions happening, not just ground your way out of it. You want to bring it down enough so you can be with and explore. And there's a lot more to that than I'm going to sum up in this video. But in sum, think of your anxieties like a dog. And if you were to sit and you were to face it, what is it that you're running from? And how do you actually cope with the thing that you're scared of? So I hope that analogy is helpful.